"Really," said the third pig. "Is that so? You know where there's a house. I tell you, we can go." "Oh," said the wolf, smiling to himself. "Then we'll go to Mr. Smith's field. If you would like, I'll come by tomorrow morning and we can walk there together." Well, with a wink and a smile to his brothers, the pig replied, "I was wrong. You're a very, very nice guy. Just let me know what time you're going to drive by." "Well, we'll make it at 6 o'clock," said the wolf, and he slinked down over the road very carefully. Well, the three little pigs got up at 5 and they walked out and they picked up the turnips and they returned home just before the wolf arrived. "Well, ready to go?" said the wolf sweetly through the closed door. "Ready? Heck, we've already gone." "Oh, we got up before the sun," laughed the little pigs. Well, the wolf's eyes widened and he gritted his teeth in anger. But being a sly fellow, he held his breath and he waited a moment. And then, as sweetly as before, he said, "Well, little pigs, let's not dwell on the past. I wonder, I know where there's a wonderful tree filled with apples nearby. Why don't we go over there and pick the apples together?" "Pack the apples. Let's go. So we will know where is the three pigs located." "Well, at Merry Garden." "Merry Garden," said the wolf. "So no tricks. I'll see you at 5. Well, once in a while, the three little pigs got their brothers out of bed an hour earlier. An hour earlier! They headed off to pick apples, hoping to get back before the wolf arrived at their door. But the wolf was not so easily fooled this time, and the pigs saw him coming up while they were still high in the tree, picking the apples. "Little pigs, what a surprise to find you here so fine and early," said the wolf. "Tell me, are the apples good for you?" "Good, they're great," said the little pig. "I'll toss you down if you just wait now. Here it comes." So he did, but the apple went way over the wolf's head and rolled into the bushes, and the wolf ran off to find it in a twinkling. The pigs climbed down the tree, and they were halfway home before the wolf realized that he had been tricked again. Well, later back at the pig's front door, the wolf had another outing in mind. "Little pig, what a shame that we've been missing each other," said the wolf. "There is a fair in Sinkland this afternoon. What do you say that we walk over there and we spend the day?" Well, they agreed to meet at 1 o'clock. So, once again, the pigs set out much earlier than they arrived, and they went to the fair, and they bought a churn of butter. And on the way home, the pigs carried it to the top of the hill, and they saw the wolf coming. Not knowing what else to do, they climbed inside the churn and rolled it down the hill. And the sight and the sound of the wooden churn running toward him so frightened the wolf that he ran home and was going to the fair. And he didn't go. And later, at the pig's house, the wolf told the three little pigs how they had been frightened on their own by a rolling churn. "Aha, wolf, for a fool you've been taken. The butter churn was full of bacon." So the wolf heard the three little pigs rolling on the floor in laughter. and his patience was at an end. And leaping down the roof, he shouted, "Enough is enough, little pigs. Tonight you are going to be my supper." Immediately, the 3 little pigs realized that the roof was going to come down the chimney, and they placed a pot of boiling water over the fire, and he stood back to wait. And as the few bits of chimney soot fell into the pot, the 3 little pigs removed the cover of the pot. And suddenly, the wolf came down the chimney and landed in the boiling waters with a splash. And in an instant, the 3 little pigs replaced the cover and boiled the wolf all up. Well, that little day, the 3 little pigs just sang and danced, and they dined on wolf stew, which was the custom in those days. And they lived very happily in that little brick house, and perhaps they're living in there still. Amen. The end.
Nice.